Hi, I'm a talking.
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 Guess
who's a shocking?
Hi, my name is Heng. I'm 180 centimeters.
Hi, my name is Andre. I am 183.
Hi everyone, my name is Lucas. I'm 186 centimeters.
My name is Sean. I'm 181 cm. Hi, I'm John. I'm 196 cm.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas. You can call me Nick. I'm 184.
Damn, 196? Holy shit, you're a giant, bro.
196.
Wait, is the 196 guy Singaporean? Yes, I'm Singaporean.
What race are you?
I'm Chinese.
Like full Chinese or like a mix or like?
I'm full Chinese.
Yeah, you got Yao Ming genes, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say that, man.
How tall are your parents?
My parents are 185, 175. Well, why everyone asks me, is it 196 is like not possible or something?
How hard is it for you guys to find pants?
I mean, it's not that hard. I usually get my pants from Uniqlo, so I always get the M or L size.
I go Uniqlo a lot, so I usually end up going for like XL though.
Wow. What's your waist size?
Waist size, oh, I never measure. I don't want to know.
Very sus, huh?
No, but Andre is tall. I'm
What?
sitting close to him, right?
Yeah.
I can feel his aura, yes. and then his, I can feel his leg overlapping mine. So he has longer legs, so I know he's tall. So I think the thing about taller people is that, sometimes when you sit down, it's harder to keep your thighs, your legs close up together, right? I could feel someone's leg overshadowing my leg. That's why I was pretty confident he was definitely not the short king.
I've got no idea what Heng is talking about. From my perspective, I could not feel my legs anywhere near his.
I don't just buy all my pants from Uniqlo. So like, if I buy online, right, it's like kind of tough.
So which website do you usually go to when you want to buy pants? You find the cheapest website. Cheapest website.
What is the cheapest website?
Taobao, you know?
Yeah. Most people say Taobao
always
or like Shein. But usually I go ASOS actually.
I'm quite lucky that my proportion is like half-half. So I usually get my pants, my jeans from Zara.
Okay.
Back in the day, when you want to buy pants with my kind of size, right, you have to go ASOS one. But then when you say Zara, right, I'm like, huh?
It feels like the answer is a bit of like a very throw off. Like he think, oh, you don't want to say Uniqlo be part of the group, but also don't say ASOS because like two of us already say ASOS. So that a bit, a bit sus.
What's everybody's shoe size? Can we
Stuff from you.
Me?
Yeah.
US 11.
For me, UK 11. I don't know the US conversion.
US 10.5.
My US 9. Got small feet, man.
You know what they say? Yeah.
Whoa!
I'm kidding.
I changed that, man. US 15.
Okay.
Mine is US 13.
US 10.5.
You guys play sports?
I play basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, very typical.
What's your position?
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
You're
184?
181.
181.
181.
Yeah.
I play basketball as well, but I play as a shooting guard.
I play frisbee.
So I used to play frisbee like as well when I was younger, but then when I went to secondary school, I played rugby for 5 years. So I'm more of like a rugby player lah.
I play basketball. I used to play, but now I can't really move much anymore because I'm quite old.
When I'm younger, I did track. So I was a runner. Then I swam. Then for a big part of my life, I've been doing archery.
So may I ask like what do you used to do in track? Like what's your event?
Was a middle distance runner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
I don't know why, okay, sorry, but I feel you got a sus vibe. I feel your actual shoe size is not 10.5.
Okay.
And I feel that tall people, they don't really run to a lot. All tall people, we all don't like to run one. You think what? The contrary to popular belief, what long legs means can reach further easier? Wrong one. The physics don't work like that one.
I thought it was normal. Yes, they can be short, but there are tall ones too. Like look at Usain Bolt. Usain is like freaking tall, I think, and he's like the #1 sprinter in the whole world.
I don't know. I just feel it's you.
But I mean, our growth spurts happen at different points of life, right?
Okay.
That's true.
Where was your spurt, Nicholas?
Sec 2, Sec 3.
That's very young, one.
Oh, that's pretty young.
Yeah, so I did track when I was in primary school.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're not sus me, man. I 196. How can it be possible, correct or not?
But you have a very loud voice, you know.
What's the percentage of Singaporean guys that are 196?
Okay, let me throw you guys off, okay? So the percentage is actually less than 0.01%.
Oh, so you really are an anomaly, yeah.
No, I'm special. Can you don't use the word? Yeah. Anomaly sounds a bit. I'm special.
The one sitting beside him, you can't feel his aura or anything.
What is with you and the high aura?
His voice is like really high up my ear.
Wait, Sean, you are how tall again?
I'm like 181.
You're 181, right? You said you sit on me, right? I feel like when I talk to you, I gotta face up. Like your voice
So
comes
are we
from
all like facing up right now?
No, it's like your voice comes from like top down.
Actually, I sus Nick.
I'm sorry.
You were sus with Nick, right?
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'll give the benefit of the doubt to Sean. Like maybe you have a taller torso. Now I'm just thinking about 196. I don't know how you guys found a 196 guy. Like it's also quite impressive.
Why do you say until like I'm some monkey or something?
No,
I don't know how you find it.
You're not a monkey, man. You're special.
If you think K is the short king, please raise your hand. If you think Andre is the short king, please raise your hand. If you think Lucas is the short king, please raise your hand. If you think Sean is the short king, please raise your hand.
Wow, I had a lot of moving, man.
If you think John is the short king, please raise your hand. And if you think Nicholas is the short king, please raise your hand.
Let's say John is the short king. He gave 180. I wouldn't like bat an eye. But if he says 196, I would definitely feel like it's a bit suspicious.
And he kept saying about trying to push his statistics. So the best probability is to get rid of him first. Then we'll think about the rest later.
If you think the short king is here, then raise your hand.
Guys, what sort of comments do you all tend to get from strangers or friends about your height?
For me, it's usually what do you eat? Or like, what do you eat growing up?
Then they'll be like, oh, what sport you play?
They'll say like, do you play basketball? That's the most common one, right?
Some of them, the comments will be like, let's say if you go out and the sun is glaring, they'll be like, hey, you can stand in front or not. Then after I realized I became a shit for them. Yeah.
I have a deduction. When I was listening to Nicholas talk, right, I feel like, okay, so Nicholas is 184, correct? Then 186. It's like about the same. When I hear Sean talk, and you say you're 181, correct?
Yeah, I'm 181.
It's a bit like unbelievable now that like a 181 would be, his voice would be taller than a 184. I'm trying to still think whether like you have a very long torso or you're just sitting on a higher chair and claiming that you're 181.
I wouldn't mind going with that deduction also. Because I feel like the short king is on our left.
Yeah. Like, I feel like,
What are you going for now?
Like my legs are like 1 meter. And my torso is like 80, I think.
To be honest, I feel like no tall people would measure that.
I measure it like in the swimming pool, you know, like the 1 meter water. Then I just stand up. Let's see.
I'm not going to lie, I think Lucas's opinions are confusing me more than anyone else. I think for me at least, it's quite hard to tell because I'm a bit further away from Sean.
That didn't really make a lot of sense because I feel that it's the way you project your voice. If you're talking, are you like speaking, are you looking at this way when you speak, or how much are you turning? Is that really an angle thing?
I think like my suspicion is like towards my right, like towards Hank.
Who are you?
I'm Sean.
When you buy pants or you buy jeans, right? What kind of cutting do you buy? Do you buy like the high waist, mid ones?
I wear baggy pants because I hate skinny jeans and I hate like, you know, feeling very tight around my legs.
For me, it's usually a baggy or regular. I don't really buy high waist.
Instead of baggy, I like, what you call that? Wider cuts. So baggy, wider cuts.
I really want to tell you, if everyone say baggy, like I also love baggy, that's the thing, so like...
I like a slimmer cut. I like a slimmer cut because my waist is really quite small. I can't go too baggy also. Then
you
I
get
think,
the Dorito.
yeah.
Let's share our observations of each other and then maybe we'll have a clearer picture.
Yeah.
No, I can start first. I feel like Andre is definitely tall. Lucas might be tall also because he's pretty proactive. He's trying to fish out the short one. So I feel like the short person wouldn't do that. Sean a bit sus, but Nicholas is, for me, I feel like he's a bit soft-spoken.
I'm
So-
furthest from you.
Yeah, I'm also further from you, but at least that's the vibe lah. So if I'm a short king, I think that's probably what I'll go for, to keep quiet then, to go under the radar. I wanted the other contestant to share their observations because I was sitting on the right side, so I wanted to hear on the left side what are their observations on that end also, because those are things that I'm too far away to understand.
I agree. I think Lucas Heng quite safe. Sean and Nicholas, for me, it's still about the same lah.
For Sean, of course, I have my suspicions on you. Nicholas, yes, soft spoken, but I of course I understand you're on the other side, and you did try to ask some questions. So like, he's also trying to be proactive as well. For Heng, since you asked the questions and he's low-key like facilitated, I kept believing that like we're all fine and actually, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being like the devil's advocate here, but like Heng could be like throwing us off with the questions and being okay with like, oh, like, we're all fine and stuff. But I still believe like 80% of you, like it's true. So like,
oh, cool, man.
It's not so, not so bad.
Okay, for me, I feel like when Lucas told me like, oh, like he hear me on like a higher level, right? That doesn't make sense to me, you know what I mean? Like to say like, oh, that I'll be the short king.
Why doesn't it make sense?
It's like, unless you hear me at a lower level, and then I say I'm like 185.
Like, you could be sitting on a stool, like a higher stool.
Am I? Like, I think like Nicholas is pretty safe because like he gave like a very specific like scenario about like standing in the shade thing. I don't know. My suspicion is like Heng, because like he asked a lot of questions and then you guys create like this circle on the heavy side on the left side, and it put out the information like, oh, the short king will stay under the radar and whatnot. But I think the short king will stay out the radar. They will say more. They'll be more vocal. You know what I mean? Try to push it around.
Let's all agree. All of us are tall. Right? Okay? And let's agree, man. Come on, man.
Okay, interesting stuff.
Yeah, all of us are tall. I haven't heard much from Heng in the first round, so I wouldn't say that I have full suspicions, but I think it'll be good to hear more.
After we talked about all of this, now I'm just even more confused.
You think Heng is the short king? Please raise your hand. You think Andre is the short king? Please raise your hands. You think Lucas is the short king? Please raise your hand. If you think Sean is the short king, please raise your hand. If you think Nicholas is the short king, please raise your hand. We have a tie between Heng and Sean. You guys may decide between the two.
What?
Okay, guys, but this is Sean, by the way. I don't know. I try my best to come as like an honest guy. I know at the beginning I was like messing around and all, but like I have nothing much to defend about like my height.
I have one thing to like ask, but like I don't know if it's okay with the crew. Okay, guys, dick size. Cause like low-key, you think about it, like tall guys usually have like longer, like low-key longer ones, right?
Is that how it works?
I think it is actually.
Probability rate.
Or like jeans. I know jeans play in the matter, but like, okay, you know what? This is too sensitive. Maybe I think we should not go to. Yeah. Oh man.
I thought I searched somewhere and I read somewhere and said that like, oh, in generally tall guys or tall lengthy guys or skinnier guys have like generally like large, So like I don't know how that got into play.
I don't know. That was dumb of me. I should have not asked that. They maybe threw everybody off.
Earlier, Sean said he played basketball, right? But his position is a 4 or 5. If y'all really do play basketball, y'all know 180 is not really tall for a basketball player.
For Singapore, it is.
And then you don't play a 4 or 5 as a basketball player at 180.
I mean, it checks out, but again, I think Nicholas said, right, it is Singapore, it happens.
You think Heng is the short king? Please raise your hand. If you think Sean is the short king, please raise your hand.
I'm sorry, Heng. I know we seem to have something going, and for some reason you thought my leg was on top of yours, even though I said he was safe. But it's also because Lucas again, he got in my head. What if Heng is like this because he wanted to try and cover for himself? I've been spending the whole game thinking like, what if everything is wrong?
Do you think the short king is still in the game?
No.
You guys have X's, and how tall are they? X number 1 would be 155. Like back when like secondary school, you did and stuff. 155. X number 2, 160. Then X number 3 is 164.
X1 was about 154. X2 was about I think 161. But I never really thought about it, I guess, like in terms of like height preference.
I don't have any ex.
Okay.
So like,
What was your preference if you were to date
my girlfriend is 170.
Oh, right now,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
170.
Yeah,
Oh,
170.
that's kind of tall.
First one was about 164, right? Second one was 168.
So what are some things that you think only tall guys will experience?
When you go to a concert, right, and you get unblocked view,
True.
damn shook.
True.
Sometimes when it's very hot there and you walk into the aircon room and you're like right next to the aircon, right?
You just
It's just
hot in the
there.
aircon, right? In almost all the photos that if I'm ever in, I'm always at the back. So you only can see like our face and not like our body or whatever.
Like, you know, in secondary school, they always say like, oh, who can help to pull the visualizer? They always choose a tall guy. Yeah, you like
Yeah.
I like that feeling. I like that feeling.
Like when you do your hair, you walk into the train or walk into the bus, and the hand thing, the hand wheel that you
Handles,
hold,
right?
then it messes up your hair. I get a bit annoyed. It's like you do your hair, look good.
And even if you stay in the corner, you still have to like slightly bend a little bit because
Yeah.
of the
Correct.
the little ridge, right?
yeah. And sometimes you move to the corner, and then the aircon vent is in your face, then it messes up your hair. Wow, I cannot, man. Yeah, so I think that's something that only we can understand lah.
By MRTs though, like if you have a girlfriend, that flex would be like you hold the bar and
Then
they
she
hold
holds
your
you,
arm.
right?
Yeah. Oh my god, that's like
No, that's a good one.
I feel, oh man.
Alright guys,
I
I feel
miss
like
that feeling.
the shocking is not here anymore. Like,
The short king still agree. Take green light means that the short king has been released. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, it's red.
Is it red?
It's red.
Is it red?
It's red. Oh my god.
I am the short king. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
It's Nicholas. No way, bro.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicholas. I'm 158, 5'2". Yeah, same height as Kevin Hart. I think like almost 90% of things that they mention, I cannot relate. But I think I'll turn short king. I think it's empowerment, man. Still a king even though I'm short. At the end of the day, we're all grown differently. I think we all grow differently. Whether you're tall, whether you're short, everybody has their own virtues. Everyone is great in their own way.
In 3, 2, 1, take off your eyes.
It's me.
Oh yeah,
Nick, right? The Nick, right? I knew it!
Before that, the first one there was no cushion, and then I think someone gave me the cushion.
You're voting
Short guys, come on.
you're voting me out, you're voting me out,
Wait, let me take a step back.
I believe that actually. I should believe.
Sure, I'm actually the same height as Kevin Hart, so I am 158. Yeah, so I am really 5'2".
You know what you say your shoe size was originally?
10.5, but my actual shoe size is 7.5.
I hate that he's so talkative now. Very talkative, that guy.
It's not John, Bolin.
Hi. Hello. Thank you for watching this video, and to all the tall kings and short kings out there, we love you, and bye-bye! Bye!